Hi YouTube fans, this is Darlene. I'm about to do your reading today, and let's see what deck. Yeah, this one. Okie dokie. Yeah, I managed to put on some lipstick for you today, so we're in front of the camera. I can't, I'm from that generation of ladies that you didn't take your garbage out unless you had lipstick on. I'm not really that bad, but I'm going to be in front of the camera. Yeah, maybe. Oh, thank you all for being here so much. I appreciate your time and your energy clicking on my video today. If you like my content, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'm trying to get started here on YouTube, so all that matters. And most importantly, it matters because then it tells YouTube, hey, this content is interesting, and let's show it to a broader audience, which means Mercury's retrograde, so bear with me. The message is more likely to get to the families and the loved ones that these messages are meant for. And as you can tell, if you listen to my videos, it's a narrow message. In other words, a narrow audience. Okay, got that business out of the way. Let's see. I actually have a couple coming through today. 1 second. Okay, they're saying stop. The deck's ready. So this couple, I'm thinking they're in their 40s, that feels to me like. And they're showing me, 1 second, y'all, because you not normally see my face. This is what I do when you don't see my face and there's a pregnant pause. I'm tuning in to the message into the other side here. So bear with me 1 second. I want to get this right for you. I believe this couple, they died together, and I believe they died in a car wreck. Now, there's something about water, so I don't know if water caused them to skid off the road and they hit something, or if their car went into water. I'm not clear exactly, but water had something to do with this. Oops, I'm sorry, we've got a bad storm weather front going on here today, and so I apologize if you hear thunder, or you might even hear the tornado sirens going off in the background. It's getting gnarly here, so I wanted to get this reading in. Anyway, this couple, they're coming through. They're very sweet. They were a devoted couple, and they're actually holding hands, and they're showing me, I believe, his father, or a male that is deceased, predeceased. That's right, yeah, predeceased the gentleman in this couple. So I'm taking that to believe that it's his father, could have been an uncle, but someone in his family that was also deceased is standing on his side. And this message, I believe today, is for I feel like it's the mother's mother, in other words, the grandparents or the parents of the woman of this couple. Gosh, I know that's confusing. I apologize, y'all. But this couple left children when they deceased, and it seems to me there are 2 children, a little girl and a little boy. They're showing me that it looks like the little girl, I believe, somebody just got braces. Somebody just went to the orthodontist and got braces. And they're also showing me the little girl in like pink tights and like a little ballerina kind of outfit. So maybe she took dance, or is taking, or about to take dance classes. They're showing me this because they're trying to help you recognize that this is your message, and these are your family members. Now, I'm going to pull some cards here, and if you've been here before, you know I don't... Oh, that's interesting. Wait a minute. Wait 1 second. Let me see which way this deck is supposed to go. Okay, this way. I don't always know with the cards until I pull them if this message is for more information about the people that I'm bringing through, or if this is for the living relatives that are left behind. So let me see what this deck is telling us here. And we'll go from there. And I'm also seeing the little boy is talking about, or maybe just started some kind of a martial arts program. Or maybe you're the grandparents who I believe this message, maybe you're talking to him about it. These kids are so sweet. Oh my gosh. And the parents, before I even look at these cards, the parents are coming through to express their love and their gratitude for you taking care of their children. You really stepped up, and you have, they're telling me, gone above and beyond. That you, in fact, it's sweet what they're saying. They're saying you are actually being better parents than they were. Now, I don't really think that's the case. These were great parents, but in their mind, in their hearts, they are just so very grateful for how you have stepped up to take care of these children since they've been gone. So that's really the essence of the message today. But let me see if there's anything here, or actually what is actually here that they want to. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck, because that card's wanting to peek. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Let me tune in just a minute, please, folks. Can y'all even, probably cannot even see those cards. There, that's a little better. Okay. Let me see here. Look into my crystal ball. That's a joke. Just want to be sure my phone was right there. Okay. When this happened, and this is a message regarding the family, the grandparents, because I believe this is who this message is for. Oh, they're also saying, but there were more family, there were aunts and uncles. Somebody had a sister. I'm thinking it was the woman, the mother, had a sister. And then there's a male who was an uncle. I'm not sure if he was on the same side of the family or he was related to the husband. I'm not certain. But there are other family members, but this message is meant for the grandparents predominantly. That it was a very traumatic, obviously, that goes without saying, a traumatic blow to the family when this happened. Traumatic blow to the family when this happened. Everyone, these were loved people. Even in their community, they're showing me that even in their community where they lived, that they were highly regarded, and just, they weren't necessarily overly active or involved. They were just good people, good, loving people, and the people that knew them that way. That's who they were. And when they passed, it was overwhelming. There was a lot of confusion. Maybe you were even confused about the circumstances of this particular passing. There could have been some of that. I'm kind of sensing a little bit of that. But in the end, you know, all that, it doesn't bring them back to question all of that. And that's what they're saying. They're saying, we understand why you felt the way you did. We understand your being overwhelmed, because not only did you have to deal with the death of your children, you had to deal now with taking in these younger children. And they're just acknowledging what you went through. But you stepped up. You stepped up because of who you were. You stepped up. You were dependable, trustworthy. I'm hearing the word foundation. You were someone that could always be depended on. And there was no question in your mind when this happened. There was no question. You were just going to step up and do what you needed to do to handle this set of circumstances that life had dealt you. So I'm hearing that there certainly was grief, obviously, and there was a period of grief. But that, and this is directed at both of you, but I feel like the mother of this woman, the grandma here, it was like, she's a tough cookie. And just like one day, she just flipped a switch. She said, okay, enough of this. Let's get on with life. And you put an end to it. You said, we're transforming this situation. We're not going to stand here in grief. We're not going to wallow in our sorrows anymore. We're just going to get on with our life. And you started out. You said that this is the truth of our situation. We're just going to get on with our lives. We can mourn all we want to, but it doesn't bring them back. And we just have to do what's best for these children and get on with life. And that's essentially what they are acknowledging that you did. Now, sorry, that's gnarly weather out there is happening. Let me see if there's I'm trying to see what deck they want me to pull. This one? Okay. So let me see. I think there's a little bit more they want to say here. Let me see. Is there anything else, Spirit, that you'd like to say? Oops. Yeah, whoa. That one too? And maybe this one too. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, and they're just basically backing up what I just said. Oftentimes Spirit does that. Because I get the message. I don't really need the cards. I've been a reader for a long time, and I read way before I got into tarot. But it's nice for you to have those pictures sometimes to back it up. So it's basically just saying what I've already, you were, as the English would say, you were sat in this, this place of not knowing what to do. I just can't move on. It's hard to move on. I have this grief. I have this sorrow. I have this. I'm hearing, look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, thank you. I love them so much. Can't see that. But then you had that wake up. Yeah, you missed them. There was that. I mean, you personally were missing them. And in addition to that, then of course, this whole new life that you've got to reconstruct your own life. And I apologize for that ringing in the background. That's my iPad over there. And so what happened was, though, again, you just flipped the switch and you said, no, I'm going to get on with life. I'm just going to get on with my life here. And you just went about the business of loving these children as if they were your own, because that's just the kind of people you are. And I really don't, and the wheel, can't make this stuff up. I love tarot. And when I cut the deck, the wheel. So that's the wheel means turning of good fortune, turning, the wheel. Sometimes you're at the top of the wheel, sometimes you're at the bottom of the wheel. And so and when this happened, clearly you were at the bottom, but you said, no, we're going to take hold of this situation. We're going to get on with our lives and turning that wheel around. That's a pretty clear message. Just know that this is your loved ones, this couple coming through to acknowledge the sacrifice that you've made. It's been a huge adjustment for you in your lives, but I don't feel that you've begrudged that for 1 minute. I don't feel that you have felt in any way that you are sacrificing or that your life is less than in any way, shape, or form. I think you've truly just, with full hearts, stepped up to this destiny, if you will, that's been that's happened in this circumstances. And so they want to acknowledge you. That's really the message. They want to acknowledge what you've done. They want to acknowledge that you're caring for and loving the children as if they were your own. And they want to say how grateful they are for that. And that they see, because of the specifics, the braces and all that stuff, which isn't that detailed. That could apply to most any kids. I realize that, but it's what they show me. So I just bring through what they show me. But they just, they want you to know that they see what's going on, that they haven't really left. Their physical bodies are no longer here. But they do see what's going on. They are around you. And they also are saying, there's something about birds here. I think you were a bird lover. Maybe the daughter who's crossed was also a bird lover. And so I'm getting the feeling you feel like maybe she's communicated to you through birds. Maybe you have some bird feeders outside of your house. And cardinals are a particular way that a lot of spirits will come through, but birds in general. So maybe you felt that she has been reaching out to you using birds in some way, so if that message may apply to you. Anything else, Spirit? There was something about the dad, grandfather, the grandfather that's here, taking care of something just recently happened to your car, or you had to take it to the shop, or you're about to take it into the shop. Something with the car, they're just saying they're acknowledging that you had to deal with that. They're also saying, but it's interesting because you are more diligent about caring for things. For example, the car. Now that you have these children to look out for, it's like, before you might have pushed the oil change date or something like that. But because you are so protective and loving of these children, you're not doing that. It's like you're really on top of things now, you know, to be sure that these kids are so well taken care of in every moment, and that, you know, things are at the ready, so to speak. Well, they're pulling their energy back, so that's all I have on this message for you today. I hope this message reaches the people that it's meant for. They just want you to know how very much they love you, and that they are appreciative again for the care that you're giving their children. So thank you all so much. If you've watched to the end, I'm very grateful. Thank you. Appreciate if you'd hit that like button and subscribe. If you like this kind of content, I might be reading for your relatives. We never know. I just show up and bring through who Spirit wants me to read. Thank you all so very much. I wish you many, many blessings. Take care, everybody. Be back soon. Bye.